What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben tech video, I should say, here on the channel. And welcome back. It's been a little while since I've actually recorded the video. I've done a lot of the others kind of up front, and they've been pre-recorded and done a while ago, but now I'm fresh back from my little trip away, and we're talking about some new devices here. But before we get into that, please do consider leaving a like on this video. If you really do enjoy it, subscribe to the channel. There's tons and tons more coming with these handheld PC gaming things and news like that on the channel, so please do subscribe with that bell notification on. And yeah, just enjoy the videos, guys. So Aya Neo 2 and the Aya Neo Slide, since I went away for a few days, have actually been announced. So the handheld maker Aya Neo is adding the Aya Neo 2 and the Aya Neo Slide to its lineup of portable PC gaming devices, both of which are set to come with an upgraded Ryzen 7 6800U chip and a Radeon 680M integrated GPU with rdna 2 graphics, according to a report from Lilliputting. Don't know how to pronounce that, but it's okay. The Radeon 680M iGPU is capable of pushing 3.38 teraflops, more than double the 1.6 teraflops delivered by the Steam Deck. So as pointed out by Tom's Hardware, the Ryzen 7 6800 APU accelerated processing unit, just if you guys didn't know what that meant, comes with 8 cores and runs on the faster Zen 3 Plus architecture. It also comes with the integrated Radeon 680M iGPU, which has 12 compute units, CUs. For comparison, the Steam Deck has a quad-core AMD APU that runs on the older Zen 2 architecture and an iGPU, with RDNA 2 graphics and 8 CUs. Judging by the specs on paper, the Neo 2 and the Neo Slide could actually have the potential to outperform the Steam Deck, but obviously we don't know until we see the devices in action and have one in person ourselves. I am going to be buying one, hopefully, if I can get my hands on one quick enough to do some comparisons with the Steam Deck. That would be something that's really awesome to do here on the channel. But this is just on paper, obviously. What we got to remember is, with a device as big as the Steam Deck, as well as it's done, Valve are supporting it by optimizing games. Also, some game manufacturers, for example, let's just take Cyberpunk, although the setting didn't work very well, they have implemented a Steam Deck setting for that game for the Steam Deck device. So that is something that is very interesting, and we may see more down the line, depending on how widely adopted the Steam Deck is going to become. So while both the Slide and Neo 2 run Windows and come with support for LPDDR5 6400 RAM, Aya says that the Neo 2 will also feature PCI 4.0 storage, USB 4 ports for 4.0 ports, as well as a fingerprint scanner. In addition to sporting some internal upgrades, the exterior of the device has also been overhauled. The Neo 2 swaps its predecessor's harder edges for more rounded corners, making it look a lot more like the Aya Neo Next device the company released earlier in the year. It also has an updated dark/light gray color scheme that reminds us of Nintendo classic consoles. But I personally think this thing looks terrible, in my opinion. It looks like a child's toy. I'm severely disappointed with how it looks. In my opinion, the Aya Neo Slide looks pretty damn great, to be honest. Looks like a pretty small form factor, but this the Aya Neo 2, it just looks cheap and plasticky. God knows why they've gone with this kind of design. I really don't get why they've kind of gone that route. But this is very interesting anyway. The Aya Neo and the Neo Pro and the Neo Next, or whatever they call it, they all cost over $1,000 in the US. And obviously the Steam Deck is starting at $399. So in the end of the day, like, they are going to be a ton more expensive than Valve's Steam Deck, because Valve is a very big company. They can afford to lose on each system they sell, because they know that people are going to be buying games on Steam to make up that hit that they take on releasing the device. But at the same time, this thing looks like it's going to be a pretty powerful device. It worries me, the amount of battery life. Like, people are already complaining about the Steam Deck's battery life, yet Aya are going to be cramming 3.38 teraflops, what was an 8-core CPU and a 680M iGPU from Radeon with Zen 3, which has 12 compute CUs or 12 compute units in the 680M. Like, if people are already complaining, excuse me, about the Steam Deck battery life with its performance and how well it manages the TDP, it seriously concerns me how long you can expect to get out of a device like the Aya Neo 2. Obviously, you can still limit things like TDP and, you know, optimize stuff, but it does bother me how much life you could potentially be able to squeeze out of a single battery charging. But again, that's something we'll have to find out. I will try and get my hands on one as soon as they become available. I really don't like the look of this device. You guys would have seen it in the thumbnail. Have a look for yourself, see what you think, but I just think it looks really cheap and plasticky. From some of the screenshots, it looks like they're going for an 800p screen. I think that's advisable. I think in terms of handheld gaming, battery life wise, a 1080p or 1440p screen is stupid on a screen this small as well. I think it's stupid going too higher with the PPI. I don't think it's necessary. I personally think the Steam Deck screen is great. An OLED would be huge. I miss the Switch OLED. If I could put the Switch OLED on the Steam Deck, it would be the best handheld system to ever be created. In my opinion, it would be absolutely gorgeous looking at games on that. But that's not the reality right now. Hopefully we can see something in the future. But at the same time, this is exciting. It's pushing things forward. Valve will see, all right, these guys are doing this. And then hopefully Valve will do a cheaper version in the years to come. What we have to remember is with a device that's as big as the Steam Deck has become, you know, they are going to be slower to update it. They're not just going to bring out a second Steam Deck a year later, because in the end of the day, it's a mass market thing. This thing has sold a ton of devices, and in the end of the day, they don't want to piss off all the people who've waited all this time to get their Steam Decks for another one to come out. Whereas Aya, it doesn't matter. They can keep releasing these devices when new technology, you know, becomes upgraded and there is new things available. And I'm hoping that they got some awesome battery tech in here to allow this battery life to run more than 30 minutes while playing a full game at full power. Because at the end of the day, if you're only going to be playing a game for 30 minutes on the full power setting, is there any point having that option? I don't think, in my opinion, there is 0 point to that. So I'm hoping this thing does have a decent battery life. It looks like a pretty hefty device, but again, this is something we'll have to see in the near future. As soon as it comes out, we can start looking into stuff, comparing it with the Steam Deck and going from there. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you did enjoy this one, leave a like and do subscribe to the channel. As I always say, there's all my links down in Linktree in the description, so please do check that out. Follow me on Twitter and my other YouTube gaming channel and stuff. Be awesome to grow that more as well. So thank you for watching, guys. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.